"It can't be helped, my dear fellow. They will laugh like anything," replied Shears angrily with a frowning face. "But we can't go on living here forever, can we?" "And you don't propose to try anything?" "Not I." "Still, the man who brought the basket of provisions did not cross the garden either in coming or going. There must therefore be another outlet. Let us look for it, instead of troubling the police." "Ably argued. Only you forget that the whole police of Paris have been hunting for this outlet for the past 6 months, and that I myself, while you were asleep, examined the house from top to bottom. Ah, my dear Wilson, Arsène Lupin is a sort of game we are not accustomed to hunt. He leaves nothing behind him, you see." Holmlock Shears and Wilson were let out at 11 o'clock and taken to the nearest police station, where the commissary, after cross-questioning them severely, released them with the most exasperating pretenses of courtesy. "Gentlemen, I am grieved beyond measure at your mishap. You will have a poor opinion of our French hospitality. Lord, what a night you must have spent! Upon my word, Lupin might have shown you more consideration." They took a cab to the Élysée Palace. Wilson went to the office and asked for the key of his room. The clerk looked through the visitor's book and replied in great surprise: "But you gave up your room this morning, sir." "What do you mean? How did I give up my room?" "You sent us a letter by your friend." "What friend?" "Why, the gentleman who brought us your letter. Here it is, with your card enclosed." Wilson took the letter and the enclosure. It was certainly one of his visiting cards, and the letter was in his writing. "Good Lord!" he muttered. "Here's another nasty trick." And he added, anxiously, "What about the luggage?" "Why, your friend took it with him." "Oh, so you gave it to him?" "Certainly, on the authority of your card." "Just so, just so." They both went out and wandered down the Champs-Élysées, slowly and silently. A fine autumn sun filled the avenue. The air was mild and light. At the Rond Point, Shears lit his pipe and resumed his walk. Wilson cried: "I can't understand you, Shears. You take it so calmly. The man laughs at you, plays with you as a cat plays with a mouse, and you don't utter a word." Shears stopped and said: "I'm thinking of your visiting card, Wilson." "Well?" "Well, here's a man who, by way of preparing for a possible struggle with us, obtains specimens of your handwriting and mine, and has one of your cards ready in his pocket-book. Have you thought of the amount of precaution, of perspicacity, of determination, of method, of organization that all this represents?" "You mean to say—" "I mean to say, Wilson, that to fight an enemy so formidably armed, so wonderfully equipped, and to beat him, takes a man like myself. And even then, Wilson," he added, laughing, "one does not succeed at the first attempt, as you see." At 6 o'clock, the Echo de France published the following paragraph, in its special edition: "This morning, Monsieur Thénard, the commissary of police of the 16th Division, released Messieurs Holmlock Shears and Wilson, who had been confined, by order of Arsène Lupin, in the late Baron d'Hautrec's house, where they spent an excellent night. They were also relieved of their luggage and have laid an information against Arsène Lupin. Arsène Lupin has been satisfied with giving them a little lesson this time, but he earnestly begs them not to compel him to adopt more serious measures." "Pooh!" said Holmlock Shears, crumpling up the paper. "Schoolboy tricks! That's the only fault I have to find with Lupin. He's too childish, too fond of playing to the gallery. He's a street Arab at heart." "So you continue to take it calmly, Shears?" "Quite calmly," replied Shears in a voice shaking with rage. "What's the use of being angry? I am so certain of having the last word." End of chapter 3.